Okay, this video is going to be demonstrating this RCA New Vista 8 5 cartridge 8-track changer. Now I've had this out in a storage facility for a while, and because of the dampness the front metal piece fell off and I dropped it behind some other furniture and can't get to it right now. But I do have it. Now I don't have the cartridge that goes in here, so I devised the means of using masonite. I put a piece in here on the one side, and that holds the tape centered in the opening. And this is really kind of cool to look at. It has 5 individual heads and sensors, and then just one long capstan. So to load the machine, what I do is I put the first tape in, and see it pushes on this spring-loaded bar. And then I use these pieces of masonite to help hold the tapes so they stay lined up. So there's supposed to be like a magazine that goes in here, and I might be able to make one out of an 8-track case that I have, which is like a hard plastic case, which I think the spacing is close enough that I can cut it out of that and build my own magazine. These need to be held in there fairly even, and it isn't 100% reliable because I don't have the magazine, but the machine itself works. And we press cartridge, and unfortunately I tried this 5 times, but I cannot get it to work on film for some reason. So it does work. If anybody knows where I can find, maybe that's got to be back farther. Give it one more shot with that moved back farther. I keep bumping this board. These need to be able to tilt in order to engage the capstan. There's little fingers that, you see, this automatically senses if the tape is there. Actually, the motor's stopping. I think the belt's slipping. Yeah, it needs a belt too. Try it there a minute. Yeah, it stops the capstan from turning. So this thing's going to need some work, but it runs. There's no traction on this thing now. As soon as I touch it, it stops. So I think the belt's bad. I used to run this thing all the time years ago, and it worked fine, but just like Retro Chad's having the problem that storing the stuff too long in non-climate controlled environment really, doesn't do it much good. Luckily this isn't particle board. I do not store particle board stuff out there. You can't. So that's my 8-track 5-disc changer. If anybody does have a clip for this and wants to sell it for a reasonable price, I'd buy it, because this thing does work when it's restored. And belt drive and a good cleaning, it should be fine. It's an RCA model MYC 969WV in walnut. Serial number 31250036. Consumer Electronics, Indianapolis, Indiana. Wow, this might even be American made, as old as this thing is. I'm sure it was quite expensive too. So that's the RCA 5-disc changer.